Hello guys, it's me again, Lily Zodiac, and today I will be giving you my tips and tricks on how to train your horse quickly. So first things first, how do you even know which horse is the best? As I've been seeing many people just go like, oh, just open stats. No. As you can see, mine's just loading it. This Akateki is pretty good, I'd say, but if you compare it to Chase of the Wind, we're looking at stamina, that's 95. This is 100. Why is Chase of the Wind not before? That is a really good question, actually, because they do not do the value by how much it can be trained, but rather how much it currently has. Which means that you should not go to stats if you want a good horse. Rather, you should go to breeds. There are some certainties, like how the thoroughbred is the fastest, the Frisian and the Andalusian and the Mustang are well-rounded. The Arabians are for their stamina, and the Percherons and Clydesdales are for their strength. Well, typically the quarter horses, the page horses, and the Appaloosas also have they can have so much agility. My friend has one that has like 100. It makes, and it just randomly spins. It's just really weird. So I see the mistake that many people make is that I'm just gonna take my prettiest horse. That sucks. Did you not know that your prettiest horse, quote unquote, is presumably not that good? Let's take that straight for example. This horse was once gray. Her hair was once gray. It's like the worst horse possible main color. Gray. Dull gray. Super boring. But I noticed that her max possible stats are really high. Almost close to the OG stats. So I trained her up. I didn't even try for her appearance. She's a good horse. And then after that, I managed to fix that with dyeing her hair Halloween fade, which fits nicely with her back tone body. So once you got that horse that you want in particular to be trained, now you actually want to train her. So which is typically all what the video is about. So I'm riding Karma here. I'm going to be training Karma for this video. The first thing that I usually train, which is practically a must-have for each and every single horse that you must train, is the speed and stamina. I opted for stamina first, actually, but it's quite expensive. Like, it's the most expensive one. Which is why you have to save up quite a lot of money for this. I do not want to go under 500,000, so yeah. I also just suggest not to train them all up by yourself. It takes ages. It just makes 7 sinners. What was the name of it? Steven the trainer. He pays quite a lot for it. Still, you save a lot of time. As you can see, when like the stats are full, Nordic horses, aka those that do not have 100% purity, can go to +3, while the 100% purity can go to +5. So check that out while you are getting the horse. Once you train your horse up to its supposed max, you will realize that the tag will turn blue. which is enthusiast, as once it turns blue, it gets harder to train. Like, there are two stages of blue, I suppose, as I call it. The first one is blue is maxed out to blue +1. This has the most amount of, like, you can train it quicker. But like, when you do like, training activities, you will instantly feel that it's slower. Like, especially when the levels go up. If you have, for example, a horse that has 1 speed, which sucks by the way, you will have more, it will get quickly trained if you notice it. Yeah, most people's unnoticed. But until you go like level 30, and then you'll realize that how slow the bar goes up. Because that is what training is. You have to put more endurance on the horse every time it levels up. So that's why when it goes like blue +2, it's really slow. It can only go to +3 from the karma, as he is not pure. So once we get back, we know that we should start training blue first if it was possible. That is why you should make Steven train it up to max, and then you don't have to waste your time trying to make it blue in the first place. Which actually saves a lot of time, as blue takes around like half the amount of time that you spend on the actual horse, especially if it's like 100% purity. So, now that I've trained the speed and stamina, for example, you'll realize that it will quicken up the response. So the next thing I'll train is strength. That's what I've been doing since the beginning of the video. So there are a few activities that you can do for this. The first one is hill work, but that is slow and tedious and it takes a lot of stamina. I suggest the log and the tire pull. So first, you have to see how many hit points it has. I call it hit points. Like, this has 10. This has 10. If it has the same amount, go with log pull. Because the log pull, sometimes it rolls, which means that it has less force for your horse, which means that it can go a bit quicker sometimes. If you're going to do this, I suggest getting extended gates, because it will make it a tidbit faster, but even a tidbit is quite a lot if you're doing it on a long run. But the first thing that you must get is train efficiency, so that you can have more training receipts. Second thing is probably extended gates, but then if you're like that kind of racehorse, which I have that kind of racehorse, sorry, I get deep breaths. It takes quite a long time. Fast gallop's not that good, as it takes 7 stamina. Ooh! I got her to max stamina. I don't know why, but every time I train a horse, it's the stamina that's going to be maxed out quickly. Then the speed, I suppose. So, I'm going to do log training until most of the time she gets to +5, which is quite tedious, as +3, I mean, sorry. Which is quite tedious, as this is only +1 and her bar is barely creeping up. Some people would say, let's change them. Well, there are a few activities that boosts everything. Let me do it. Right now, I only know 2, which is the obstacle course, which actually leans heavily on speed, because it is still in the racetrack. This thing maxed out everything at once. too bad, I've already finished it now. And the other one is cross country. You will realize that with these small annoying gaps, it takes quite some time, and plus, since everything is evenly laid out, you barely get anything. Which is super annoying, look. But this is like for people who love to grind, I suppose. I do not like to grind that much. So, you do kind of need tack sets for everything. So, if it's a racing or anything that takes quite a lot of your horse's stamina, like if you have to do gallop a lot, then you have to get the reining saddle, because it will make your horse run longer. Prismatic tier, or the highest tier if you've got. And I got prismatic, like a lot of prismatic. Let's see how much prismatic I got. Yeah, I got a lot of prismatic. That's why I can spend them on bridles and saddles. So, another thing is that if you're doing, like, when I was doing tire pull and log pull, I choose the racing saddle, which is in the name for races. So to make your horse go faster, it focuses on speed, while the reining saddle focuses on stamina. There is the all-purpose saddle, but that thing sucks. It has everything, yes, but you really need agility and jump when those things could be spent on, like, I don't know, speed. That is why you have to choose your accessories really carefully, as that's how I did it. You should also use the fancy dressage bridle, as the others just focus on agility, and I'm not really that kind of agility person. It depends on what type you want to train, so you better get your ropes ready. I slowly train it up, and this is tedious work. It takes quite some time. So, if we want to make it quicker, and we should find some way to make it run faster. There are a few ways, one of which is the saddle, which I've already talked about. The second way is actually quite unknown, I suppose, finding its favorite food. Like, I just found Karma's favorite food today. It's blackberry. It gives a temporary speed boost of plus 10 at around 30 seconds. There are some annoying horses, like, you are really not annoying. Her favorite food is carrot, which is really nice, as you can get a lot of them. Here, Windswept the Glory Rider. Yeah, her favorite food is golden apple. Yeah, annoying horse! Your favorite food is the rarest food ever. And that is why it's so annoying to raise horses. Anyways, so the third method is feeding them event foods. So there are a few event foods that make them go faster, and a few actual food that make them do other things, like dragon fruits make them strength go up, lava pigmen make them immune to lava. Permagrin increases everything except stamina, which is really annoying. Hot pepper is strength 2. While the others are kind of like boring, they increase the bond. Which, unless you're doing a unicorn, it has nothing to do with it. So, I suggest you find their favorite food. You can do this by randomly feeding them stuff. Some of the horses are really annoying, like Windswept the Glory Rider, who likes golden apples. I've seen others talk about horses that like to eat oranges, like fruit trees. That only come off fruit trees, and like they're really, really rare. And it's really annoying to find horses who like those. And whenever I feed them, I would go like, please, not this food. So, anyways, I'm going off topic. There are like the Halloween candies and the toadstools, as far as I know, that make their speed go up. I haven't seen anything about stamina. See. I'm gonna feed her blackberries. Him. Oh yeah, sorry about the name tag. I was having a role play with my friends, so that's why it says Catherine. So most of the time, I just see Benny just go around a racetrack, which is actually quite nice as it does get everything up. But if you actually want to do it quickly, you should use specific methods, like how I was focusing on strength before I got carried away and just went bonkers. So, like, the activities that takes a lot of your time has a lot of rewards still. So it's quite annoying to complete them. Let's not make them even less annoying. And okay, so I'll give you my best tips on where to get strength. Strength is best there. Check how much hit points there are. How many hit points there are. It's a turn that you use to train the horse. Okay, let's train Karma. Up to 75. Oh, that's way too much. I do not have enough money. Fine, I do. Agility is also the second thing. Oh my gosh, I trained it wrong. I should have gone for agility or something. Agility is, as I say, is even more important than jump, as a lot of these activities require fast pace. So, since I like to set it up like each horse. As you can see, this one requires a lot of galloping, so I'm using the ring instead, etc. As you can see, I've already maxed out stamina, so I won't be focusing on any of those about stamina. I got speed. Like, right now, I have speed, strength, jump, and agility. So, there are a few activities that boost a lot at once, like this right now. I am doing agility, jump, and speed at the same time, which is quite convenient, and it doesn't take a lot of time to get a lot of skill points quickly, which I absolutely love because of this. Strength is for time, it's like how I said before. Okay, so I'll probably be here for a while, as they tend to take a lot of time. But in the end, it's always worth it. Oops, I missed that jump. I missed it again. I missed it again! Too fast. Okay, so also when you're going on a really steep, like, if you don't have a really agile horse, I suggest you to stop and then just turn, like over here, just turn, and then run. It also gives your horse a bit of a break. Okay. Deep breaths. Regenerate stamina faster. You should seriously get that, even though it takes like so long to get that many skill points. Okay, many people might be wondering, why don't I go to Stephanie and then do what she says? As you can see, what happened? 2 times. Sometimes it's worse. Have you ever have to do pole bending 14 times? That was pure agony. I totally hate it. Oh, cute! Okay, so I reached enough for extended gaze. You will see that it takes quite a lot. So this is normal canter. Pretty slow. Now, I'm going to give her extend. Which, this is extended canter, this is canter. Extended. You see that there is an ever so small difference, but that the difference makes up. And as I believe the collected canter makes you even slower, which I am quite glad that I did not choose that. Sadly, I did not get this for Dark Spirit yet. Oh my gosh! Oh, did I just get? Oh. I've never gotten this ever. Oh my gosh! How did it over first time? So cool. This is like the best luck that I've had in quite a while. I'm so happy. You won't know how I feel. Well, I've fully trained Karma until max stats. You can see that it will not have any more bars to fall. I'm so happy because Karma, I believe, is a really good horse. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. These are my tips and tricks about how to quickly train your horse in Wildhorseisland. If you want some more videos, you can tell me in the comments. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.